In several of our last videos where we've been starting things that have been sitting for a while, we've been lucky enough to have ones that didn't have any major decomposition of the fuel that was in them. So what we're going to be looking at today is a generac generator that has been sitting for quite some time. Even though it's been kept inside, the fuel has degraded, and as you can see by looking at the inside of the tank, that's what gasoline now does when it sits. It'll turn into this varnishy, miserable substance. So what we'll end up having to do, and I can also smell it, and it smells exceptionally bad, so we know that we're going to have our hands full with this one. So what we'll need to do is we'll be removing the fuel tank and most likely the carburetor. On the plus side, it appears that the fuel has been shut off, so it's possible that the carburetor may be okay, but we do definitely need to remove the fuel tank before we can go any further and get that flushed out and get all that nasty stuff out of it. Looking at the fuel filter, it doesn't look like there's anything in it, so hopefully, maybe at least we can get this running without having to get into rebuilding or replacing the carburetor. So we will get this apart a little bit later on today, and we will move forward from there. But again, this is a generac generator that's probably been sitting for about 5 or 6 years. Probably didn't have any fuel stabilizer put into it, just put in with the gas that was in it when they first used it, and then it just sat there. That's one of the problems with any type of outdoor power equipment that is not used all the time, is it has a tendency to the fuel has a tendency to degrade, and by the time you actually need it to work, it's not going to. So we're going to get this cleaned out. We'll go through a step-by-step on how to get this fuel tank off and get this tank cleaned out and drained out and then cleaned out. And that will be in our next video. So stay tuned.